Right, okay, Charlie, this is what we're doing. So, we're going for the Activity Village website. You've probably already found that, yeah? Village, I'm going to search within for how to draw, and this is where we're going to get the kids drawing tutorials from. I mean, we want cartoony images, that's why we've chosen this site. If I scroll down, because in our images we've got a frog, I'm going to look for learn to draw a frog. It'll take me to a tutorial which we're just going to use for the basis of our frog. So in Animate, what I'm going to do is create a new file like this. Any time of day. Oh, just need to move this over. Everything's on the other screen. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is try and follow their steps. So they've basically used the oval tool. We're going to use the oval tool, and we're going to use the paintbrush tool, which is the one with a squiggly line. And we are going to use the line a little bit. The idea is, when we create it, we're only going to use outlines. So I'm going to turn off the fill, just have an outline. I'll leave it at 1 pixel. The idea is we're just going to make it up of component shapes like this. What I prefer to do is to do the shapes separately and then overlay them. So it's like, okay, body's roughly like that, like that. Select the whole thing, overlay it. Maybe it's a little bit thin. What this means is that when eventually I get to the point where I want to get rid of specific lines, I can just delete the bits that over intersect. I'm also going to do some circles for the eyes. I just use Shift when I'm creating circles to do that. Big buggy eyes. I'm going to copy and paste it. I can do that with the Alt key. Click and drag with Alt. Select them both at the same time. Or like that. And then just paste them over the top like this. Get rid of the lines inside. I'm going to change them to basic straight horizontal lines. So that's where the line tool comes in. Because I just go over the top of a pair of them like this. Delete that. Delete that. Delete. Oops, undo that bit. Delete that little bit there. And then I'm just going to use the draw and the paintbrush tool to draw the legs. So if I have a look at the reference image, you'll see the way that they kind of go. Don't need to be perfect. Basically, I want to overlap my lines. I always want my lines to overlap because it means I can fill. I can always delete the line segments that are over the top afterwards. So it's kind of like I start the leg off like this, come down, go with a feet.
I'm down with that.
And then under and across. What I need to do is then select that. I could draw that over the top on a new layer as well. It'd be a little bit easier. I'll bear that in mind for the arms, well, the front legs. Just shift select all the segments, maybe drag a mark here for that bit, and then do that. Copy and paste. Modify by transform, flip horizontal. And then I need, again, for it to overlap to a certain extent, because otherwise it won't attach itself. So it'll be slightly different on the other side. I can maybe move it up a bit. That means I'll be able to fill, because the line segments are overlapping. Rob, can you just shut that window a minute? So I'm going to create a new layer over the top, just for a working layer. Just going to use it so that we can draw the arms. So again, it's the same tool. And the arms basically are coming out like this. They're very thin, small hands, 3 fingers maybe. They're very, very thin, and they overlap again. Once I've done that, because it's on a separate layer, I should be able to double click it to copy it. So double click select, Control C to copy, Control V to paste, modify again by transform and flip horizontal, make it overlap roughly in the same place, and then select them both at the same time. Because they're on the same layer, if I double click this one, whilst holding Shift, it lets me select them without getting confused with the rest of the image. But then I can cut it, put it back onto layer 1 by using paste in place. So they've put them in exactly the same place as they were before. Then I can get rid of that top layer, because now I'm done. All I need to do is select the bits of line that I don't want. For example, that bit there, this bit here, that bit there, that bit there, that bit there, that bit there, and the little bits overhanging here and here. Oops, I want to keep that bit in. It's just using the shapes for you. That would be step 1. Okay. I'll pause the video at that point, and we'll move on from there once you've got to that point.